So in this video lecture, we're going to talk about matter. So when we talk about matter, the question that comes into mind is, what is matter? Matter is defined as anything that has mass and volume. Now that we know the definition of matter, let's go ahead and answer a different question. How is matter classified? Now, there are two categories in which matter can be classified: pure substances and mixtures. So let's focus on pure substances first. Pure substances consists of elements and compounds. Elements consist of only one type of atom. If you take a look on the periodic table, everything on there consists of elements. They all have one type of atom. So let's take a few examples and look at them on the atomic level. Each atom has a different composition. So let's take this illustration as an example. Oxygen in this case is blue, hydrogen is red, carbon is orange, nitrogen is green, chlorine is purple, and fluoride is blue. They all are special and all have different configurations. Now let's look at compounds. Compounds consist of two or more types of elements. I have shown 4 examples for compounds. Here I have carbon dioxide, and in carbon dioxide it has 2 oxygens and 1 carbon. Water, which is H2O, has 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen. Methane has 1 large carbon and 4 hydrogens. Chlorofluorocarbon has 1 carbon, 3 chlorines, and 1 fluorine. They all have 2 or more types of elements. Now, there's a set of examples I want to go over specifically. These examples are known as diatomic molecules. Although in their name they're called molecules, we have to look at the elements in the molecules. If we look at each and every single one of them, you'll notice that they're bonded to something that is 2 identical atoms. So here in the first one where we have hydrogen, you have 2 hydrogen atoms bonded together. Nitrogen has 2 nitrogen atoms bonded together. Oxygen has 2 oxygens bonded together, 2 fluorines bonded together, 2 chlorines bonded together, 2 bromines bonded together, and 2 iodines bonded together. If we look at one of these, you notice that they're the same element. So these are not considered part of the compounds. This is an example of an element. Although they have 2 atoms bonded together, since they are the same atom bonded to each other, they are considered an element. So we've talked about pure substances and what pure substances can be categorized as elements and compounds. Let's now focus on the other branch of classification of matter, which are mixtures. Mixtures are separated into 2 categories: homogeneous and heterogeneous. Mixtures are composed of 2 or more pure substances. So let's imagine this box is a container and it has different types of pure substances. In this container, I have water molecules and I also have carbon dioxide molecules. This is considered a mixture of 2 compounds. The first category of mixtures are homogeneous mixtures. Homogeneous mixtures have uniform distribution and you cannot observe the individual substances. These are also known as solutions. As shown in the example given here, you can tell that there are two types of pure substances. You have the red and you have the blue, and they are evenly distributed. There is not one region where it's all blue or all red. Here's an image of a solution that has an even distribution and it's evenly orange throughout the whole entire solution. Some examples and real life examples of homogeneous solutions are the following: soda, milk, and Gatorade. Heterogeneous mixtures, there's an uneven distribution of substances and you can distinguish one or more of the substances. If you notice in this example, you have the two substances, the gray and the red, and the red is clumped up in one region and the gray is clumped up in another region. Here in this image, you have oil and water, where the oil will never mix with the water, and so there will never be an even distribution. You'll see the different layers. You'll always see the oil layer and the water layer separate. Some real-life examples of heterogeneous mixtures are soil, asphalt, and curdled milk. So let's summarize what this whole entire lecture video has been about. First, we define matter as anything with mass and volume. Finally, let's go ahead and talk about the organization of matter. Matter is organized into two topics: pure substances and mixtures. Pure substances consist of elements and compounds, while mixtures is a combination of pure substances, and it is categorized under either homogeneous mixtures or heterogeneous mixtures. In class, we are going to do more practice on classifying matter.